very, very hard to keep up with the pace, right? So that is something I want to make it very, very clear to start with. And I will try to cover as much as I can over the course of the next couple of hours, but it's impossible to cover everything, right? Of course, towards the end, also I'm going to show you about an incredible long form 4-week programs that we're building on generative AI. If you guys want to know even more stuff, you can stay back towards the end. I'm going to talk about it, but I will do 100% justice, if not 150%, in the next 2 hours so that you can learn the highest possible thing. All right. So that's what I wanted to know. But let's start with something. I just hope ChatGPT is working fine. Right. So I'm going to go and open chat.openai.com. Looks like some servers are slow somewhere, clearly. So I'm going to give it a second for this to load. And as this load, let's say if you wanted ChatGPT to write and launch email for the ChatGPT workshop, what would you ask for it? Let's say you are launching a ChatGPT workshop and you want ChatGPT to write an email for you on what the launch email should be, right? So what kind of email would you write? What kind of prompt would you ask so that ChatGPT can write this for you? Let me know in the chat, guys. What kind of prompts would you ask? What is the prompt that you would like to send to ChatGPT if you want if you want something like this to come out? I'm going to just do a test run for this. I just hope this works. Can you write a launch email for ChatGPT workshop? Okay. You write details. What else? What else? What else could you write? And launch email. Okay. What else could you write? Okay. Create an email for ChatGPT. Write me an email to launch the workshop. Okay. The bunch of ideas coming in my way. Any more ideas, guys? I'm going to ask and says the recipient's name. I hope well. I'm writing to extend a warm invitation to an upcoming workshop at GPT, an advanced conversational AI platform field in artificial intelligence. We believe the knowledge in fostering data. Workshop aims to provide participants in understanding of ChatGPT workshop. Very cool. It says event details, time, location. So it is fill all of this before you send the email, and then it goes on to say we are this is all you will learn. Spent a lot of time, so reserve, and you see a nice email. We just asked a question, that is invitation. Can you email? And this what AI or ChatGPT came up with. Don't you think this is very cool? Rate this out of 10. Out of how much would you rate this email? How would you rate this email? All right, that's interesting. Interesting. Should we level this email up? Should we take it to a notch up? I think it is a great email. Okay. I mean, it's writing much better than me for sure. But take it a level up because that's not what you're here for. You already know how to do this. You can already know what to write and what not to write, right? So let's level this up. I like a few suggestions that are coming in my way, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna learn how to prompt it in the right way. So this is how most of the people prompt. Like I got a lot of response as well. Few people got it right as well. So good job there. But we're gonna do something. Everybody has something.
আস্তে আস্তে না দেরি আছে এখন 10 মিনিট সময় আছে 2 মিনিট দেরি হলে কিছু হবে
picture is the biggest reason why people are, it says Ishan Sharma, intern, Sundar Pichai, okay, AI, Wolf. Okay. Looks like we have very interesting answers here. Not a real person, AI, Chotu Bhaiya, Vaibhav Susindhi, the younger version, Tari Zameen Par. This intern has highest amount of knowledge. Imagine this intern has all read every book out there. This has everything by heart, back of his mind. Anything on the internet. This intern has read whole of Wikipedia. So if you ask any question, this can answer because intern knows it all. But you know what? He's still an intern. Your intern can only deliver, give correct and specifications. What do I mean by that? He's a intern. But that, if you don't ask him the right questions, he not give you right answers. For example, you have an intern in this and you are extreme. Okay, so you want to grab quick because you don't have the time. So there is this intern and you're like, hey man, mind if you can get some food because I'm extremely hungry. You like, sure, why not? I can get you, or I can get you some food. Goes to a KFC, buys you bucket chicken. Now your doesn't know that you're dieting and you're on low carb and you don't want stuff, but you got you fried chicken. Why? Because you didn't give your intern enough instructions. If you would have told your intern, what I want you to do is, I'm currently in a low, so can you get something healthy? Prefer a sandwich over anything else, which has low but very less carbs. Then your intern knows it has to be done. Intern knows that then you probably go and grab a sandwich from a Subway or something rather than KFC chicken. The difference here is that you earn the right instructions. Garbage in, garbage out. Figure out how AI works. This is one line you have to remember. You have to your AI the right instructions in the most so that you'll get the best answers out of it. And that's what an intern will do. This image is generated by using AI, right? And for you have to master some prompting. By the way, guys, prompt is a skill that is in demand right now, and one skill that everybody should know about. Okay. Now, what is this thing called? I'm going to show you a nice magic prompt formula which you can to come up with a good prompt. So try to take a screenshot. It has 4 parts: context, task, instruction, and there's something also called people and data. And this is all of these elements are building blocks of a prompt. There are more than 50 building blocks I cannot cover in this session, but I'm show you the top 4 building blocks. Context, task, instruction are 3 most important blocks. And if you connect all these 3, then you get like a prompt, right? So let's see what a good, we will break it down, right? So I told you I wrote a long prompt, right? So I'm gonna quickly try right now. There you go. I'm gonna come here, probably create a new chat. I'm gonna paste it here. Okay. See, I've written a long and break it down so that you'll understand what this is. I'm gonna click on send and look at this. Just look at the email that we are getting right now. Right? Unleash the magic of your pathway to unbound growth. Hey name, are you ready? Electrifying journey into the realm of limitless possibilities yourself, because we are about to introduce you to the fantastic generative AI at workshops, school's most exclusive workshop to date, creating all forward-thinking marketers that unleash your persona, accent, the review that blew your mind, and secure your spot again, and emojis, the spot now link, and everything. Do you guys think it is 10x better than the last? Do you guys think it is 10 better than the last email? Drop a comment 10. Absolutely. It is probably 50x, 100x better. To get someone, some content writer to write something like this is going to cost you a lot of money, right? But it is able to do it, right? Let's break it down and understand why it works so well, right? Let's jump right in. Number one is we started this prompt with the first line where we said, we gave it context that you are an experienced email copywriter who has written for brands like Ogilvy, Uber, etc. Now, the moment we write this line, right, what AI thinks is that AI knows a lot of stuff, right? It cuts everything down and says, okay, I'm an experienced email copywriter. What kind of traits or how does an experienced email copywriter writes? It will look for all those things back of its mind. And then we said, who has written for brand Ogilvy and so Ogilvy and Uber has specific tone of writing, specific writing, right? So it's there and its building its mind in a way, becoming into a person which is actually the experienced email copywriter. So it's getting all the traits of experienced email copywriter. So that's your AI can take hundreds and hundreds of you, right? And that is what with context. Next, we simple task and we say write a launch for the new workshop growth school on ChatGPT 101. The only thing we had written before time, we are doing it differently. This time we are telling this is the task. And next bit comes in instruction. There we are asking it to do specific things. This is the same where we ask the intern saying currently in diet, so get me a sandwich. That's what we are doing here. Make a over the top fun designed to resonate with an audience of 22 plus year old wear on ChatGPT. Focus thought for users of in tech product and design roles, and the workshop will be helpful for them. Talk about the other interesting stuff that were in this, like hack prompt collections as bonus. 3 elements as instruction, and finally we also add the data part that we have added here. We say include a review to set the workshop was a no-brainer. Now putting all these 4 things made it a great prompt. Now you've seen this, and this we had context, we had task, instruction, and we had given data. When we come back, you can see it's all everything. The language all of changed. All of a sudden, from very boring, it says, "Are you ready to embark electrifying journey?" It says, "Unleash your creativity." Because in the prompt, we for product guys, tech guys, nurse, it literally spoke to saying this is what the workshop, and it also spoke about hacks and tools from collections. You see, based on the feedback that we gave, not feedback, based on the instructions that we gave to get a much better answer. Feel free to take a screenshot here. There will be no recordings provided unless you're paid for it. Here is how a good prompt is like. This is as a perfect prompt. It has task instructions, the building blocks like data. Like I said, there are 30 building blocks for writing. It's impossible to cover everything. Yes, in the big we have tried to cover all of them. I try to give minimum in the session that I can. Going to prompting only, right? Moving on, ChatGPT can the output further, doing something called as chain prompt output, and also refine, checking for edit. What do I mean? I come here, right? Someone actually did already saying that this is good, but it's right. You can follow up with chat. It's just like an intern. You gave very specific to your intern. It was able to do this. Now you're trying to and it even more. So let's say it was too long. What would you tell your intern? You would be like, can you email shorter and crisper? That is what I asked. And look, and all of a sudden, it's trying to make it shorter and crisper for me. Right? That is of this. I don't know how much shorter it made to do. So let's not happy. I can even make it. If you're not happy, you talk to it till completely happy. It is trying to just spit and chit even more. Come much shorter than the first one was really long. We have a much more crisper. Do it as much as you want. Now I want to add instructions to it. Okay, I want to make this overall thing add some sarcasm, add some emojis, and I don't want any longer than 200 words. They, I would say, add some emoji, sarcasm, and I'm giving more instructions. And they, you can see, it has started to add more emoji now than it did, and it's adding some sarcasm as well on top of that. When you can see this to unleash mind-bending creativity generative, join Growth School's epic workshop, blast your growth to start, right? And there you see the reason is for, look at this. Hey, don't take our words. Adam said, and you can see this. It is going on and on and on, taking in feedback per answer. I want to add a variation of grade for me, but I want a different variation for all the. So let's say at Growth School, when I send an email, I want to send this email to different cohorts of you. I want a different version of marketers, different version of for tech people, different for data people, and so on. So what I'm gonna say prompt to this. I'll say make a way for tech audience. Add references and jokes only will understand. So then re-enter. You can see all of a sudden are changing. Prepare to wrap creativity with generative AI. Growth School, bite me, bite. You got the reference, right? And you can see tech wizards, code singlers, and rhythm affectonodal. I don't know what that means. This was your interstellar ticket to stay light ahead of computers, and you see how it is talking all Buddha's language. Say goodbye to errors. Say hello to cosmic creativity. It is crazy what it was able to do just with that. Especially engine for tech rock stars like you. Bits from their bytes, whether he's a developer or just booting up Sony, this workshop will set skills to rap speed. Wow! Don't you think now all of a sudden we have a, if you guys think so, drop 100x in the chat. 10x by giving it for where we able 100x. Now if somebody thinks it overdid it, you can always reduce the amount of reference. You can always say that, right? Come on guys, show some energy. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. The way I know that you guys are active on the other side is if I look at your chats. So I want you guys to interact a lot with me via chats, right? I'm sure for people who have seen this, has your email writing changed forever? Are you ever gonna write an email by yourself anymore in your life? I'm using the free version, that is the GPT 3.5. That, yes, humans will take days and days to write this. Awesome. Should we move on? Let's move on, right? Beautiful, guys. We're going to take the questions towards the end, not right now, like I said. I have a lot prepared. I want to go with the flow for that, right? So that's how you come up with some great content to come out of ChatGPT. I hope now that you know this, you're better than other 90% of the people who think they know ChatGPT and they've used it all and they understand everything about it, right? With that being said, here are a bunch of prompting techniques. There are things like chain of thought prompting, tree of thought prompting, fill in the blank prompting, perspective prompting, comparative prompting, RCG prompting, constructive critic prompting, ask before answering prompting. There are a lot of these prompting styles which can give you even better results, right? But there are a lot of research papers written about this, so you can go and read about them to understand how you can prompt well. But ideally I want to cover everything, but we don't have time, so I'm just going to talk about this. For writing good prompts, spend good 3-4 hours to master. And if you master it, truly the top one, right? With that being go on, but there is one thing that's very important for you guys to know. GPT doesn't always get it right because it has a lot of predictions. One of them is for how long does it have to. Let's say I ask a very simple question to ChatGPT. Who is CEO of Twitter? Let me just ask that question. I've already written. If I ask this question, as per my knowledge cutoff, CEO of Twitter was Jack Dorsey. However, please note that expectations can change over time, so I recommend verifying the current CEO, reliable sources from official Twitter. Right? That means ChatGPT have access to the realistic information. After September 2021, ChatGPT doesn't know about anything. It doesn't know Agarwal came in, and then Elon Musk got the company, and then someone else, I think Linda or someone became of Twitter very recently, doesn't know any of this information because knowledge is cut off till 2021. It all a lot of things. So you can definitely take it. For example, if I say who is the CEO of Twitter, only answer you are sure. Then it will slightly change the prompt. You can see this. Changes the question saying cut off at September. And Jack Dorsey has a CEO. Know the question. He doesn't know the answer. It is trained till 2,000 words, not even 3,000 words in most of the cases. It can't generate at one go. Right? 3, it doesn't remember thing. What do I mean by that? Only remember what we are speaking in this chat. If we go back to a chat and ask about the reference chat, it will not remember. So ChatGPT only memory of the conversation that you have right here. If you go to a new chat, it will not remember what you speak in the other. There's one more big problem. All these large language models, it does something called hallucination. Now, what is it? It just makes up out of thin air if you know something. Let's ask a question and it doesn't, and you're asking a question something which is very then it will just make up stuff in a way that that it is true, but in a lot it is not true. It's combination as well. ChatGPT 5 is almost 80. ChatGPT 4 is around almost 90 accurate, but nothing is 100% accurate as of now. So it pick up a lot of stuff. So be very, very about this. But these are the quick limitations of ChatGPT. But before I go on, right, what if I told that the way we use tech today is more around typing? We send voice notes, get on calls, we do video calls around it, but ChatGPT cannot till now. What if I told that you can actually have ChatGPT power on, let's say, WhatsApp? Allow me to search. Okay, so let's see if this works out for me. So, we at Growth School actually built school. I'm gonna quickly show that to you. Do you guys want to see that? Drop a yes in the chat, and I'll show you something cool. All right. By the way, you cannot buy it yet. We are still working with our very core community to make this product better. I'm just loading up as we speak about it. So we actually built a WhatsApp bot. We call it Growth School Intern, where you can literally talk to ChatGPT on WhatsApp, ask any questions that you want, and it will be able to answer all the questions that you want, right? So I hope you guys can see this. Okay, I think there is something here, so let me try to pull that in again. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. I don't want you to see all my chats. So that's the Growth School one. This is a chatbot that we are trying. You cannot try it yet, FYI, but let me show you. Let's say I want to say write, and I'll just ask the same question, right, that we asked before. Let me just copy this, and I'm gonna just paste it. This is write a launch email for the new workshop of Growth School on generative AI, and there you go. I send it across, and it says typing, so it's basically typing it out. It takes a while because it's typing. You can see this is all powered by AI, guys. That is the OpenAI model that is ChatGPT is built on top of. It is still a little buggy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it breaks. So we are still working on it. Let's give it a couple of seconds. Okay, let's ask a simpler question. I don't know if it got stuck. Write a tweet on AI. Let's see if this works out of the box here. It could be facing a downtime. Like I said, OpenAI's lot of APIs are going through a downtime. Oh, there you go. I'm sorry, I didn't wait it out. It is a little slow, and it gave up both the answers at once. Sure, here's a sample, and it gave me a nice little email. Of course, I can prompt it like we did right now, and we can make it better. And also, it gave me a tweet. Now, the beauty is, I can just talk to it with my voice. Can you give me one more example of a tweet? I just dropped a voice note. Again, guys, it's in beta, so give it some time. So I sent a voice note. 9 out of 10 times it understands my voice, and it will understand your voice as well. So there you go. Here's another tweet on AI. Right? So now all of a sudden you can send voice notes to AI. It will read your voice notes and will be able to answer your questions. Do you think this is cool? Drop a boom in the chat if you think this is cool. What you just saw is cool. We will let you guys know once this comes out and you can buy it. Not as of now, you can buy it today. It's limited to very, very few people who are part of the main part. Right? So there you go. Brilliant. Is a voice not goes through a Google API where it is encrypted. So don't worry about it. Now, moving on, I just want to quickly show you that. Right? With that being said, let's move on. Now, I want to show you a very cool tool which can create content like a pro. Now, you know that ChatGPT can also create a lot of content. I've already told you that. But, you have to write prompts and all that stuff for you to get ChatGPT to do really good job with content. But, about all of this is that you can use special can generate content, and one of them called as simplified.ai. Pretty cool tool. We use it at Growth School for ChatGPT because it has base prompts ready. So you write prompts like become an expert, this, become an expert, write that like this, write it like that, and that stuff because it can do the right way. So let me go to Sophia and let's see if it with a tweet, right? YouTube short script, let's say YouTube video description or an outline. This is cool. Okay, write a YouTube outline. So I'm gonna click on this. So it already generate much better in this case, right? So ask for a title, the title AI, I will say AI jobs. Okay. I don't know what it will understand. You choose the number of results you want, 3, 4, 5, 6. For this example, I'm just 1. So it's faster. Creativity, you want it to be creative or very repetitive. So I'm going to keep it simple. Generate, that's all. Keep blocks, around 50 to 60 templates ready. Or go and hit an enter and enter your prompt and it will be able to. You can see it gave me a very short line. Introduction, how jobs, the future of AI and jobs, what can it do to mitigate the AI of jobs. Now I can take time and expand this on as well. In the same way, it can do a lot of stuff, right? Let's go back to templates again. And back to, let's say, social media again. Let's say YouTube videos, short script. I want a short on Indian startups. Again, I'm not giving a reference, so it's a very, very prompt. But let's say imaginative, and I click on generate. Off the fly, it will create a very cool YouTube short script. Me, right, on Indian. Ideally, I should give it a more context. It is acting as a roll up as it says INT woman. You get the point, right? So cool tool. If you want to create pro, you can definitely check out Simplified. It has a free version with it, and of course, if you like it a lot, pay for it as well. Okay, let's move on. Right, move on. Can I take 4 minutes to quickly introduce those people who still don't know me, or for people who are intrigued? Because I realize I've been speaking for almost 40 minutes, but I didn't introduce myself. Is that okay? Drop or okay, and I will quickly do. Thank you guys, you've been very kind. Thank you so much. And if you're not okay, you can probably quickly go and take a break as well, right? I'll wrap this up in 3 to 4 minutes. Now, this is who I am. My name is Vaibhav Sisanti. Like you can see, probably look much better in the picture than in reality, thanks to the photographer. I'm father to this beautiful girl. Her name is Phoebe. She's also my chief cuddling partner, right? I did my schooling in the small town called as Barampur. My parents are still there. It's a small town in Orissa. I did my schooling from St. Vincent's School, Barampur. Not are from Orissa here. People here, I can read and speak Oriya. That is what it is. Barampur. That's good to see that there are few people Barampur as well. This is St. Vincent's Convent School. By the way, I come Telugu family, so నాకు తెలుగు కూడా బానే వచ్చు. So I speak 2 Indian languages, actually 3 Indian languages: Telugu, Oriya, and Hindi.